Tony Stewart's sprint car racing game. This is part 15 of the career mode. We will also have part 16 later today. And this one, whoops, as soon as this one is done, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. Waiting to get the chat on my phone here. Alright, so here we go. We are set for it. Wow, I already got a couple people. Okay. Awesome. So we're going to start the feature for our first race. We are in the 305 series. This is a 1 mile flat racetrack here, so a lot of high-speed action going on. The green flag will be in the air for race 1 of 4 of this live stream, and we're going to have a doubleheader back-to-back right here. For parts 15 and 16. Going to segregate them into 2 videos. So we finished third in the qualifying dash. The heat race we ended up finishing second to make the qualifying dash. So now it's just a matter of how can we run in the feature. We definitely have our best shot to get our first career win here in the 305s at this racetrack today. I feel like you can see already we're hanging with the race leaders quickly to the inside of Wilson, trying to get the second spot. Can we clear him up off of turn 4? Yes, we will. Only 22 laps in this race, and we have 20 to go at the line. Ben Armstrong, currently the race leader. We are closing in on him. Can we get our first career win in the 305s here today? Oh, so close. A little bit of contact with Armstrong, and we're going to get to the lead. First lap led of the race. Can we hold on for our first career win in the 305 wingless sprint cars? Just trying to run away with it as much as we can. We're in the clean air. It'll probably be a little bit before we catch lap traffic yet. Now we have led consecutive laps in this race. This is the first time we have led more than 1 lap in a race all season. We have led 1 lap in a feature 2 other times. Ben Armstrong is staying right behind us, but I think the clean air on our car is enough to try and hold on to this one. At least until we get to lap traffic, or I make a mistake. Got a little tight there off the exit of the corner, bobbled a little bit on the bottom, push up the racetrack coming off of turn 2. Still in the lead, at least for right. Create a little bit more separation. Here comes Armstrong on the bottom. He's going to be blocked off. Now looking to the top side. He's going to be anywhere I want him to pass me with it being a long, flat track. I want him to pass me in the top. Everybody has pretty much stayed along the bottom of the racetrack from qualifying. It seemed like in the hot lap session we had earlier, and even right now, slipping up the track just a little bit again. We are about to catch lap traffic here very shortly. 15 to go. Three-car race for the win here. Samantha Wilson currently in third. And we got to get to the outside to get around this lap car real quick. Oh, he split the lap traffic down to the inside, barely able to block him off. We almost took it 3 wide for the lead for a short moment there. We're going to have to keep passing these lap cars around the bottom if we can, because I think he might slip on us on the top. Need a little bit of contact there. We get a little bit of a separation. But these lap cars are not giving us any leeway at all in this race. Back down to the bottom goes Armstrong again. Here he comes. Almost makes it side by side for the lead. Now he does. He's got the advantage on the inside going into the corner. Big slide job move coming. Now we try to split the lap traffic again, and we're going to get right back around him using the lap car as a pick. What a battle for the lead. Top 3 all within a second right now. Wilson was the one that won our heat race as well, so we know she has a very fast race car. Side by side at the line, 12 to go. We led another lap. Contact now. More contact. And we still stay side by side down the back straightaway. surprised on these longer tracks that usually don't have the straightaway speed necessary to keep up with these guys, but so far so good. Armstrong will take the lead at the line this time. Samantha Wilson closing in on our back bumper. We lost a lot of time through 3 and 4 there. Lap traffic not paying either of us any favors right now. We are at the cross flags mark, halfway home in this feature. We haven't even finished runner-up yet in the 305s either, so we definitely could get a career best finish in this race. We tried to create separation between us and Samantha Wilson behind us. Armstrong caught the lap car in a terrible spot there. We're going to catch him. We luckily caught Brooks on the straightaway. Quickly getting around him. Armstrong caught up in lap traffic again. That time it was Fisher. 9 laps to go at the line. We are slowly closing in on him. Ran a little deeper through turns 1 and 2 that time. Oh. A little bit of a mistake getting into turn 3. Still gained a little ground because of the lap car Phelps. Luckily we're not catching huge packs of lap cars, at least right now. That could obviously change. Armstrong ran a little higher line, but now he's stuck right behind the lap car again, and here we come. We close just a couple more car lengths. Looking to the inside through turns 3 and 4. We're side by side for the lead. We're going to make the pass. At the line, we lead another lap, 7 to go. Another lead change in this feature. Now can we hold on? Almost feeling like one of those super speedway situations of do you want to lead on the last lap because of how much we've been trading the lead back and forth. I want to lead as much as possible, in my opinion. You never know when you're going to lose the lead and be able to get it back. We still battle through these lap cars. 25th place driver in the way there, a little loose, had to go way down to the bottom. But now Armstrong is struggling to get around him as well, and we have about a 4 car length lead, and we are coming to 5 laps to go this time. The suspense is definitely building in. We got 2 more. Myers kind of cut down the track at the last second there. We're going to get around him, now trying to get around Lopez. We'll get to his inside. This car's very stable though, I do have to say. Great handling car, one of the best handling cars we've had all season. Half a second lead, 4 to go. 2 more lap cars about to get in our way. This is going to get tight here for a second. Have to go to the outside for a short moment. Going to cost us a little bit of time. Zigzagging now down to the inside. Armstrong caught those 2 lap cars in a lot better situation than we did. 3 laps to go at the line. 3 car lengths back, and now closing into 2 car lengths back in the race lead at the line. Going to get it around Gray pretty easily through turns 3 and 4. Armstrong catches the back of him. A little contact between the 2 back there. And here we go. 2 laps to go, 7/10 of a second lead, and as long as the lap traffic stays out of the way for these last 2 miles, I think we've got it. Into turns 1 and 2, quickly getting around a lap car. We might catch another one before the end of the race. Another couple, actually. Into turns 3 and 4. A little bit of a bobble coming out of turn 4. Here comes Armstrong, half second back, white flag in the air, 1 to go. 2 lap cars now side by side into turn 1 just in front of us. Gonna slide in front of the 1. Oh, Lewis is costing us a ton of time off the exit to turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Does Armstrong have a chance into 3 and 4 for the final time? He is too far back. He is not gonna get us. First career win in the 305s coming off of turn 4. We got it. What a way to start the live stream. Unbelievable. First career win in the 305s comes in our rookie season. That is something we did not do in the midget series. A huge step up. And that will likely boost us up in the points. At least I would think. Yep, 1 position. We're up to 12th now. in our rookie season. That was awesome. And we're only 2 points behind 11th, 4 points behind 10th. So guys, top 10 finish in the point standings in our rookie year. It's definitely possible. We won a race. We are now the 6th different winner on the season. Unbelievable. That's how we start a live stream off. That was definitely a close one. And that'll be a track coming up in the next couple years that I know, okay, I won there my rookie season. I definitely have to win there moving forward. There we go. First win in the 305s. Wonder if Tony Stewart's got a message for us coming up here. Nice money day. We're up 64,500 as our total. Next race will be at Stone Ridge in the 305s once again. So we'll run 75% race again. Gonna go to the garage here, repair any damage that we might have picked up from that last race. We did make contact a couple times throughout the course of the event, but really in the feature we only made contact with stuff a few times. I think running that clean of a race, even with the lap traffic, definitely helped us get the win that we needed. So we're going to run with the same setup here at Idaho, or in Idaho at Stone Ridge. 3/10 mile high banked racetrack, so a very short track. We've raced here before in the Midget Series multiple times. I don't know if we've raced here in the 305s yet, but if we have, it's time to go back. It'll be a 30 lap feature event. Now let's just pick up where we left off if it is at all possible. We're not going to be like that much. That might be our only win in the 305s the rest of the season. I mean, you never know. But that was by far the best car we've had. We took the advantage with given our opportunity. Now we run to a very, very short racetrack here. Very high banked. I feel like there's going to be a lot of blocking in this race if we're trying to contend for the win, but you see somebody already just blew past us, so we might not have the car that we nearly had last race. I believe the next race in the Midget Series is a showcase race too, so should be nice. Gonna finish this lap right here, and then we will... Oh, man, almost made contact 3 wide there. Yeah, we'll get out of here. Or we damaged the car any. So we didn't meet our goal at all. Didn't run a single lap into the 9s. That kind of scares me a little bit. Into qualifying. 9:15 is the fastest lap. Our goal is a 9:65. I don't know. It's going to be tough to get a goal time, but we'll see. We'll start lap 1. These laps are going to fly by. Just over the course of the event in general. No, 10 foot. Wow, man, we were even slower there in qualifying. Wow, 27. What a huge drop we had from the last race to this race. Now we're going to have to fight just to make it into the feature. That's crazy. Same car, too. Same body modifications in the garage. That is crazy. Yeah, that win really came out of nowhere. Honestly, the blew us away. I was thinking we were going to have a shot at the top 5. I did not think we were going to have that good of a shot at the win. Green flag's going to be in the air here. It looks like we'll have 8 laps in the heat. Yep. So an 8-lap heat race. And we'll try to move into the top 5. I don't think top 2 is going to be at all possible, but I guess you never know. Look at this mad scramble for the lead right now even going on. This could get crazy pretty quickly. We're up to 4th on the 2nd lap of the race. Got Watson just in front of us, who is now up to 2nd. Now we move up to 3rd. Who knows? Maybe we got a chance out of nowhere despite a poor qualifying effort and not looking too good in hot laps. We are going to take the lead with 5 laps to go in heat race number 3. Is it possible? Do we have a chance to come out of nowhere? I don't know how we are running faster on the same setup. Man, this is even coming out of nowhere. This could be like one of the best career mode videos on the channel. Just improvement in general and still competing for a title in the midget series. Got 2 laps to go with a 2-second lead on Art Watson. This is unbelievable. Lap traffic could be costly though, I think, by the time we get to the feature, but at least in this heat race it looks like it's going to be good enough for us to get the win. Just about a 2-second lead still into 3 and 4 for the final time. We are going to win heat race number 3. Do we have a chance to get back-to-back wins? We didn't even win our heat race in the last event. We will be starting 3rd here in the qualifying dash. So from a 3rd place starting position, here we go. So we'll determine the starting lineup 1 through 8 for the main event. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Another 8 laps of racing coming your way. Big move down to the bottom. Here we go. Looking for the lead on lap 1. Oh, being pinched down there, and now 3 wide in the middle for the race lead. How long is that going to last as we try to bust our way through? Still side by side with Armstrong, who finished runner-up in the last race. Now we get pushed up the racetrack through 3 and 4. Samantha Wilson hit us twice already here in this qualifying dash, and we lose a ton of spots. Now back to 5th. That was not friendly at all. It's just too short of a racetrack, despite the high bank, that the outside is just not working. It looks like they enter the corner on the insides, but then they just push coming off. Samantha Wilson going for the win here in the qualifying dash, no doubt about it. She looks like she's got the fastest car, at least right now. We're closing in on Price for 3rd. I don't know if we're going to get him. We got to keep digging, though. You never know. Pretty close to being even for the most part. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in the qualifying dash. We're going to get on through. And just like that, we will be finishing 4th in this race. Still not too bad. But now after comparing to other cars that seemed like they were going to be as fast as we were, this is going to be a wild main event. We'll see. I think it's all about how we get through the lap traffic, though, that is for sure. Problem is, we're starting on the outside. That is not a preferred line on this racetrack, it seems like, so we got to quickly get to the bottom as quick as possible. Here we go, green flag in the air. Wilson leads us to the green. There we go, quickly able to get to the inside of the racetrack there. Through turns 1 and 2 as they kind of stacked up behind us. Almost bottlenecking into the first turn, trying to get up to speed. Oh my goodness, 3 wide for the lead, just ahead of us. Price now going on Armstrong. Wilson has fallen back to 4th. We're up to 3rd. Now Wilson closes the door again. Torres just made the pass on us as we try to move back up to 3rd again on Armstrong. And here we go. What a race. We were side by side, or 3 wide rather, for 2nd again there. And Wilson has fallen outside of the top 5. Now back up to 6th behind us, about a second back still. We know she's got a fast car. Will she be able to fly through this field at all? Starting to lose ground from Keith Torres in 3rd. He's still 2 seconds ahead of us. Wilson is definitely catching us. Chuck Parker looks like he's got a fast car. He's a half second behind us in 5th. Might be able to get back-to-back top 5s though. It's not impossible. Could move us to the top 10 in the point standings after this race too, so just have to see. Definitely gonna have to fight for a title in the next season. I think it's very well doable, especially after getting our first career win on our rookie year. Oh, little contact there with the lap car. We're kind of hooked together going into turn 1. That definitely costed us some time. Joe Rogers is now up to 5th, and we got a 4-second advantage on 5th, but at the same time, we're 5 seconds back from the 3rd place driver on the racetrack, Keith Torres. So, kind of in our league of our own here in 4th. We're not really battling anybody for position, at least not yet. Still have 19 laps to go. At least we've kept the car clean for the most part. We only made contact once here in this feature. So that's pretty good. Less damage we'll have to repair before the next 305 race. Oh no! Back onto the bottom. There goes Armstrong. So we're going to fall one lap down. Armstrong looking for a redemption race in this main event versus the last one. Already only 14 laps to go now. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we ran the showcase in the last video. I can't remember because it was a couple days ago. All the other streams I've done since then. I was thinking it was going to be uploaded tomorrow morning. It didn't come out till like around midnight last night. Maybe even a little later. So sorry for the late upload on that, but I really had no control over it. I don't know why it took so long. And then afterwards it had a conversation going on for like the first minute and a half of it, so that ended up being kind of like a train wreck in itself. But besides all of that, it was pretty good racing action throughout the course of that video. Oh man, a lot of... Oh no, Rogers goes around. We turned him. And we somehow stay green with 8 laps to go. We're still about 4.5 to 4 seconds ahead of Jeff Favignano, the 5th place driver on the racetrack. Definitely did pick up a little bit more damage on the front bumper, although it doesn't really look like it, but definitely did. We're in good position here with 5 laps to go in the race. We'll probably go 2 laps down now before the end of it. And Armstrong is no longer the race leader, might I add. No, never mind. Yeah, he is. My bad, he is. I don't know why I was thinking he wasn't. The way the paint scheme on his car looks different from the way the numbers are on the track map, so I wasn't thinking it was him, but it is. Oh, that's gonna get tight for a short moment there. We're already 2 laps down. White flag's in the air. 1 lap to go. And not only we're 2 laps down, it looks like we'll finish in 4th. So at least we got another top 5. I'll take it. Can't expect to win every race, especially in the 305s. We're still building in our rookie year. Ben Armstrong easily gets the win. And only 3 drivers finish on the lead lap here at Stone Ridge. So at least we had a good showing despite qualifying 27. So not bad at all. I thought we were going to have to fight just to make the feature in this event, but that wasn't the case. For the most part, we ran consistent lap times, so that's good. So I believe the next race will be a midget race. And then we'll probably end up finishing back with the 305s. Up to $84,000 now. Probably go just below that by the time we repair damage before this midget race. Only 4 races to go, and only 3 after this one at 5 Forks. So, yeah, I can get 2 top 5s in the next 3 races in the midgets. We'll go with that. Change the settings here to go to a full race now. We're back in the midgets. Just repairing damage. Not looking to upgrade anything right here. We're up to $96,000 actually. I forgot we got a bonus after that last race for the 305 series. So we're almost at 100 grand. And look at our fans. We're almost at 3 base. Alright. So yep, Five Forks, Oklahoma. And we'll get going with this one. Progressive Banking Racetrack, 3/8 mile. We raced here obviously the last couple seasons in the Midget Series. We come into this race with a 38-point lead in the standings, and it mainly came to the last race. We went into the last race in the showcase event in the last video with a 16-point lead. Tony Stewart finished 11th, 4 laps down, and we ended up dominating to get the win. And because of all of that, of course, it was just enough to give us a pretty good points lead. So we now have a 38-point lead. It is a lot more comfortable. We still have 4 races to go, though. We don't know how Tony Stewart can compete. But honestly, if we consistently finish in the top 3, even if Tony Stewart wins these last 4 races, I think we're in very, very good shape to get the championship done here in the Midget Series. Zipping around this racetrack right now. Here in hot laps, we've already met our goal time, so that's good. Our record lap is an 11.81, and we already had an 11.91 just in hot laps. Oh, that last lap wasn't as good as this one. Run a couple more here. Then we'll move to qualifying. Oh, drove it in really deep through 3 and 4. Oh, couldn't get it to stick, slapping the outside wall. It's alright, not a ton of damage. Really got to throw it around in these corners on these short tracks. So we'll advance to qualifying now. Fastest lap was our second lap, but really overall, all 5 laps, even after we hit the wall of the 1 lap, we're pretty good. So we'll try to qualify now, and we'll see where we can go. Two laps. Oh boy, almost got in the wall there on my qualifying lap. That would have been a catastrophe. Ran a 12.13. I know we could do better than that. We should be able to get in the 11s. Nope. Slower on the second lap, so we qualified 5th still with a 12.13, but I think we could have done better. We'll be starting second in heat race number 1. And Tony Stewart, of course, will be starting on the pole. So we're in the same heat race as Tony. And let's see what we've got. Top 2 go to the qualifying dash. We'll easily make the feature unless something crazy happens and we get in a wreck, but we'll see here. Tony Stewart will lead us to the green flag, and we are underway at Five Forks. Oh, a little contact right off the start with Tony. Kind of came into each other there. Process of me kind of going down a little bit as he was coming up. Made contact before we even got to the start-finish line. I don't know what that was. Oh, March trying to pull up in front of us here, trying to steal the second spot. Can't do it, at least right there. We're going to pass him back, though. We're right back up to second. March still trying to fight, as we're quickly about a second behind Tony Stewart. Haven't ran our best laps in this heat race. Now we're starting to catch Tony. When we really hit our apex about as perfect as we possibly can, especially in turns 1 and 2, we seem to gain quite a bit of time on him. We only got 4 laps to go to catch him, though. Lap traffic looming here at the end of this lap. Tony's going to catch his first lap car as we get really tight off of turn 4, trying to get the car to turn, and now into the back of Jenkins, and we accidentally turned him. So he got way in our way, and that collects the 3rd place driver of Tate Martz, and that will bring out a caution. So a late yellow on that, but a yellow nevertheless. And that'll set up a green-white checker here in heat race number 1. Green flag back in the air. Tony Stewart will lead us. 3 to go. Quickly looking to the inside into turns 3 and 4, trying to get it to slide. We cleared him. Crossover by Stewart. 2 to go at the line. We'll try to cross him over again. Can't quite get him through 1 and 2. Almost came up into him. We fall in line right behind him. Another dive bomb in through 3 and 4 again. Trying to get it to hold. We clear him. Another crossover move. We let at the line. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Stewart clears us off of turn 2. We'll have a chance through 3 and 4 for the final time. To his inside. Side by side. Off of 4. Tony Stewart will clear us at the stripe. And Tony Stewart will win heat race number 1. And we will finish in 2nd. We'll be starting 5th in the qualifying dash. And that was the difference between starting 5th and starting 1st in the qualifying dash. Was the finish of that race. Marks was still able to hold on to 3rd despite the damage, but he will miss out on the dash race. He'll be starting 9th in the feature. So again, if you were watching this video, we'll finish up this event. We'll run one more event in the 305 series before turning it over to the next stream that will still be Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing on this game. And quickly going for the lead into turns 1 and 2. And we're going to have the lead off of turn number 4. Sorry, not 1 and 2. And quickly 7 to go. But man, we've got a bunch of hungry drivers looking for the race lead right behind us. This has the potential to be another great race here in the dash. He's trying to hold on to it. Tony Stewart battling on the bottom. We're side by side into turn 3 here for the race lead still. Still side by side as we try to hold the top side while Tony's on the bottom. Now he clears us. We're going to try to get him back through 3 and 4. We're just going to slide up in front of him, pulling the block. Beautiful slide job there through turns 3 and 4. And now we have 4 laps to go to try and hold on. Who will start on the pole for the feature? And despite starting 5th, we have 3 to go and we're in the lead. But Tony Stewart is right behind us now, closing in ever so slightly into turn 3 now. Tony lost a little ground through turns 3 and 4 that time. 2 to go. Seems to be better on the entry to turn 1, but then by the exit we kind of pull away from him. And all the way around through turns 3 and 4, it just seems like whoever's got the clean air is in the best situation. White flag in the air now as we're coming around half a lap to go. Oh, a little kiss into the wall going into turn 3. Bad mistake there, but we're still going to get the win in the dash. And we will advance to the feature. With the pole position, might I add. So trying to add on to our points lead, if at all possible, with the win, or any way we could beat Tony Stewart, really, in this race. Stewart will be starting 2nd after the qualifying dash finish. It does seem like it's going to be the 2 of us battling for the win, but you never know. Things could change. We've got a 30-lap main event coming your way. Green flag in the air. Who will get the win at Five Forks? Only 3 races left on the season after this one, with a lot of points implications on the line, especially for the top 2. Quickly going to lead lap 1, trying to jump out to a quick lead. Joey Paxton has cleared Tony Stewart there after that first lap, and they're slowing each other down, racing for 2nd, which is what I want to see. Get a little bit more of a comfortable lead, especially before we end up hitting lap traffic at some point soon in this race. These short tracks, you can, like within the first 5 laps of the race usually. And then you're just constantly in lap traffic the rest of the race. Oh, little bit of tightness coming out of turn 4. Kind of slapped the wall a little bit. Tony Stewart is back in 2nd though, and he's about 1.5 to 2 seconds off the race lead. So just trying to work the lap traffic now, only 5 laps into this race. Looking to the outside of Henderson, so that didn't really work. They're 1 and 2. Yeah, our preferred line definitely on the inside here in this race. Oh man, another mistake as we kind of caught contact with the lap car. And we couldn't get off the wall. Tony Stewart's not really capitalizing on the opportunity though. He's not able to close in much on us. Still about a 2-second lead as we're almost a third of the way through the feature already. Here at Five Forks. $21 to go. Big dive through turns 3 and 4. That didn't work. We're able to keep it off the wall. We did have to check up out of the gas though. Battling with Heidenreich right now. Trying to put him a lap down is costing us a little bit of time. Tony Stewart quickly though back to 2 seconds behind us again. It looked like he was going to be about a second behind us for a short while there, but kind of went away pretty quickly. Must have caught a lap car in a terrible spot like we did. Not a comfortable lead by any stretch of the imagination, but we are still in good position here to maybe get the win. Oh, Martinez is in the way. Little contact, and now Stewart is just over a second behind us here. Going into 3 and 4, now contact with Goff. Barely keeping it off the wall, 16 to go. Tony Stewart did not capitalize that time, but a ton of lap traffic now just in front of us going into 3 and 4. Cross flags, we're halfway home, 15 laps to go. Tony Stewart cannot let us win this race. And in fact, Joey Paxton is in third, only a little less than 2 seconds behind as well. So not only is he trying to fight to hold on to second at every point he could possibly hold on to. 4 points per position, he's 38 points back. Just not looking good. Well, not 4 points per every position, but pretty close to that overall. Almost made contact with 3 and 4. Just trying to hold on to it. Oh, a big bump from behind. The lap car put us in the wall. It was Lawrence. Oh, that was terrible. 11 to go, paying the leader no respect at this point. Look at him still trying to battle to get back on the lead lap. He is putting up a fight, and Tony Stewart's closing in big time. Half second back now with 10 to go. And we've got a race again on this live stream, but this time in the Midget Series. Through turns 3 and 4, sliding in front of the lap traffic. Still only about a half second lead at the line with 9 to go. Tony Stewart seems to be a little better through 1 and 2, and we seem to be a little better through 3 and 4 is what we're looking at right now. Gained a little bit of time on him that last lap. There's Martz in 9th. He's probably not going to give us much room to get around him. Kind of using the slower lap car as a pick. That worked out a lot better for us. How will Tony Stewart now get around Martz? Get around those faster lap cars. They don't like to give you much leeway. Here's Heidenreich again. Barely going to clear him going into 1. 5 laps to go. Almost in the wall off of turn 2. Really trying to get that car to turn. Trying to stay out or stay on the throttle as long as we can. 3 wide into 1. Had to get on the brakes there just to get the car to turn. Still able to clear him off of turn 2. About a 1.5 seconds to 2 second lead now with 3 to go. Looking for another win on the Midget Series season here. 2 to go. 3 second lead on Tony Stewart now. We could about coast it to the finish. We have really pulled away in the last couple laps. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. What a great race here. Checker flag in the air. And we will get the win here at Five Forks in the Midget Series. Our second win of the live stream and our first in the Midget Series. Tony Stewart. Wow, he fell back to third those last 2 laps. Joey Paxton finishes second, so that's even more points we're going to gain on him after this one. So with 3 races to go on the season, we look at the point standings here. And as we pull away a little bit more, we now have a 44-point lead on Tony Stewart. It was 38 coming into the race. It is now 44 exiting. With 3 races to go, it's looking comfortable, like we're going to get our first career Midget Series championship, so then we can finally move out of the series. Of course, Tony Stewart won back-to-back titles. He's still second in points here, and now we're up over 100 grand. And now we have a 305 showcase event coming for you here to end this first live stream. Again, I'm just basically going to switch videos from this live stream to the next for part 16, so literally only a couple minutes in between these streams for the Sprint Car Racing Series. Then I might take a little bit longer of a break before I go to NASCAR Heat for the Watkins Glen race, only because I'm going to be using the steering wheel there, so it'll be a little tiresome. Especially with all the shifting that goes on. So we'll just do a 25% race here. Very short race on a 3/4 mile racetrack. High bankings on this track, so we will get to see how this will go. We'll repair these parts. We'll see if we can purchase anything. I think we got a good chance to. We got just over $100,000. Oh yeah, we could definitely upgrade something here. I don't know if we go with anything with the engine yet, though. I think we could still save. Get a 3-star chassis. Suspension. We'll get a 3-star chassis right now. Why not? While we've got the money. What do we got right now? Yeah, let's do it. Huge upgrade. Now we could sell the old part. We got about $19,000 back for it, so we're up to almost $31,000 entering the showcase race. We were close to getting an engine, but we'll upgrade that before the showcase race here. A lot more money on the line in these showcase races. It's our second to last of the 305 series, and it's our third in the 305 series on the year, because I'm pretty sure the finale is also, yep. So, alright. We'll just go right into this. Start the event. 3/4 mile oval. So another long track, but this one's a little bit higher banked, of course. Last time we were on a long track, it was a flat track. We did have a pretty good run going for us as well. We got the win. It's a lot tighter too, though. That other track was wide. This is pretty tight. Not a lot of room for error. Oh man, I don't know what it is with Samantha She spun herself out off of us there. I don't know why she keeps threading the middle, or the needle. Especially as we're in hot laps. I mean, there's no need for it. See, Armstrong just whipped around us on the outside. No issue. I don't know. It doesn't look like we've got that fast of a car here in this race. Then again, that's what I thought about the last race, and we still finished fourth, so guess we'll get to see. I'll try running a little bit higher line. Maybe that'll help with... I mean, it'll definitely help with the straightaway speed. I just don't know how much we're going to lose in these somewhat long corners. Definitely love the flat tracks on this game. Car seems to handle the best on them. So we'll run one more lap here before we go to qualifying. Did we get our goal? I don't think we did. Nope. Yeah, this is looking similar to how the last race started, so hopefully we could still get a good finish out of it. Gonna set up for qualifying now. Battery level is low. It's okay though, we're almost at the end of the stream. I'll just have to remember to change it out before I start the next one. Coming up next year. Obviously, I use the controllers for the Dirt Series all the time. Or for this game, I should say. 2 laps. We'll see what we've got. Try to run the bottom 1 lap and then maybe move my line. .7 on the first lap. Guess we ran the bottom again through 3 and 4. I know this lap is definitely looking like it's starting off to be a little bit better than the last. And it will finish out just 0.03 of a second quicker, so we're going to qualify 23rd with a 22.67. And we will be starting 5th in heat race number 3. Again, these showcase races, you got to finish in the top 3 to make the feature, so we might have a little bit of work to do here. Not going to be like the last event where we have to take top 5 to make it. We got to take top 3, top 2 still go to the dash. And this is a lot shorter of a race too, so we don't have time to waste. Green flag in the air, here we go. From the 5th starting spot, we've got 3 laps to try and make it to the feature. Through heat race. Through the heat race. Oh, contact quickly coming out of turn 4. Or turn 2, sorry. On the start of the race, we got it really, really tight. Oh boy. Now just trying to catch Kyle Roberts, who's in 3rd. He pulls us down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. We do not want to have to run the B main. Come on. This is not looking good. Trying to switch our line up a little bit, see if that helps. They run in the middle of the top line, helped a little bit through 3 and 4. Still a little less than a second back. 0.8 of a second back to try and catch on the final lap. Oh boy, right back to the bottom again. We caught up a little bit on Roberts. He still got the straightaway speed. Half a second behind going into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Driving it in deep isn't going to matter. We're too far behind. Checkered flag in the air. We will not make it to the feature through the heat, and we will have to run in the last chance race. Well, that is not good at all. We'll be starting 3rd in the B main at least. This is the first B main we've had to run all season. These showcase races, it's so hard to make the feature. And, alright. we will see. Top 5 will advance to the feature. Here we go. We're starting third. If we finish outside the top 5, we will miss our first feature of the year. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. Green flag will be in the air. Everybody going to be fighting for every position possible in these 6 laps to make it to the feature in the showcase race, to be one of the 20 cars to go and battle it out for the win. Quickly going to move up to second through the first turn. Fighting on the outside is Fisher. They're side by side behind us now for third. Or sorry, it was Watson. Fisher's the race leader. And we quickly, here we go, 5 laps to go. We'll see if we can win the B main though. We're right behind the race leader. Gonna run a little higher line here. Gonna give us a little bit more straightaway speed, a little contact off the exit of the corner. And that's gonna slow us both up, and here we go. They are coming around the top side. Watson's gonna pass us. Bob Allen was looking to pass us as well. He couldn't complete it. 4 to go at the line. We're in third, right back where we started. Looking for second, going into turn 1. Big slide job. It's going to work. So tough to pass on this track. Pretty tight in the corners. Can run a little bit higher of a line. That seems to help a little bit. 3 to go. Going to try and catch Harold Fisher for the win here. That little contact with the wall did not help coming off of turn 4. I think we're faster than him. We just kind of got together though. We're only about a second and a half ahead of the cut line here. The top 5 pretty close to one another. 2 laps to go at the line here as we try to catch Fisher for the B main victory. And we are going to make the pass through turns 1 and 2. Will he try a crossover move back down to the bottom? But he is blocked off. He is still trying to go to the inside into turn 3. Not a lot of room for error here as we're kind of pinching one another. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go as we try to hold on for the win in the last chance race. Fisher falls a little bit further behind off the exit to turn 2. Allen still in the final transfer spot to get into the feature. And it looks like we are easily going to make it, and we are going to win the B main, only leading the last 2 laps. So at least that pressure's off. We'll be starting 16th in the feature out of the 20 cars. And let's see how much money we can earn through this race. It's weird that I upgraded to a 3-star chassis, yet somehow, someway, we still had to run the B main. And again, if we didn't upgrade to that, maybe we wouldn't have even made the feature. You never know. Maybe it was good timing to do that. Green flag in the air. We got a 12-lap feature underway to end the stream before we move on to stream number 2 of the day. Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing. Quickly to the inside here with Phillips in a battle for the 15th position. We're going to try to clear him through turns 3 and 4, and it looks like we easily will. So hard to pass here, so it's key to try and pass as many guys as possible on these restarts. And we only got around 1 there, but better than nothing. It's been a while since we finished outside the top 10 in the 305 series. We've really been improving on the course of the season, but big slide. Tried to get around Taylor, a little bit of contact. Risky slide job for the 14th position. Get us a little loose off the exit of the corner though, and he's going to try to fight back. We get the run off the top side. 9 laps to go. Again, just trying to get every position possible here at this point. Hopefully we don't lose a top 10 position in the point standings after this race. So we moved there after the last race. Eight to go. We should be able to finish on the lead lap. The race is short enough in length. Does feel like the car gets better and better the longer the run, too. We kind of noticed that in the last chance race, too. We only led the last 2 laps. Closing in on Roberts. Oh, little mistake again. Trying to stay in the gas at least. Halfway home, cross flags in the air, 6 to go. Definitely enter the corners a lot deeper on the inside of the racetrack, but he just blows us. Just blows way past us on these straightaways, running that higher line. We're not quite close enough to get to his back bumper to even make the pass on him yet. And he got a little loose through 1 and 2. We gained a little time on the bottom. Still not close enough to pass him, so we're going to try to set him up through 3 and 4 on the top. Now we're close enough to him. 4 laps to go to the inside. Going into the corner. We're going to slide on past him. But he's going to try to fight back on the inside. Here he comes, a crossover move into turn 3. Going to slip on by. 3 laps to go now. And we are up to 13th. Do we have any sort of a shot at Chris Lopez for 12th? I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough just to hold on to 13th right here because Kyle Roberts is not going away by any means. 2 to go. Couldn't clear us that time. He's going to fall behind us. Yeah, Lopez about a second ahead of us still. I don't think we're going to catch him. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. This time by, still about a half-second advantage on Roberts behind us. Armstrong has just won the race off of turn 4 in the 4th showcase race of the season in the 305 series. And we are going to bring it home in 13th at the line this time. So 13th place finish. Outside the top 10, at least we made the feature though. We had to run the B main. We did gain a couple spots from the start of the race. Still 10th in the point standings, so that's good. And we still have a shot. We're 12 points behind Cody Rodriguez for 9th. We still have, I believe, 4 or 5 races left. So that will end the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button down below if you aren't already subscribed. We have NASCAR, daily NASCAR content. A couple more streams even coming up today, including one coming up here very, very shortly, within a couple minutes. We'll be starting at part 16. Just trying to separate these videos so one video is not too much longer than the next. And I'll see you then.